Hi everybody. Uh, I thought I'd start this stream off with just a little bit of a Gunpla showcase, just to kind of show the stuff I've been working on lately. Um, Because I like the Gundam video game stuff, but also I build a lot of Gundams and non-Gundams, I guess. Some non-Gundams, more Gundams than not Gundams, but some Gundams aren't Gundams. You know, that's how Gundams are. This guy's not a Gundam, but he's a Gundam. So this is a custom that I'm working on. It might be a little hard to I mean, you probably get the gist of the concept from the posing here, but we got this custom hand in that Spidey Thwip pose, and I'm making a little spider GM. It's a core Gundam, so that means it's gonna fit inside of like armors and stuff. There's another shot of it after I started doing some of the customization to the head. Not a ton of physical customizing on this one. Again, a little bit better view of the hand there. That thing was a pain in the butt to make. It was just like a splayed out, like flat, like spread fingers hand, and I had to rearrange all the fingers by cutting them off. Don't do that. Do not do that in high grade scale unless you have a lot of patience and are way less clumsy than I am. Because oh my god, I dropped one of those fingers and it took me like an hour to find it. But the end result's really nice, and it's not, I wouldn't say it's sturdy, it's a little fragile, but it's sturdy enough to, use. Got another shot here. I was playing around trying to figure out exactly, what I want to do for like a web shooter kind of thing. And the little armor bits that attach onto the core Gundam's wrists have points where I can attach like a thing, so we got like a Stark Tech blasty web zappy thing there going on. I don't know. And then I tried it out with the full suit up, and you can see this is still a little rough, but I have cleaned it up since then. I don't know if I'm gonna be painting the armor. I was thinking like maybe like an Iron Man theme for the armor itself might be cool. I don't know. You get like an Iron Spider kind of thing. There's a close-up shot, little blurry, of the head after a lot more cleanup. This is still, like, there's still some little fiddly bits on there I had to get cleaned up afterwards. That gives you a better idea of the final shape of it. And then the colors will end up looking like this. Zoom in a little. Yeah, that's the plan. This guy is gonna get painted sometime soon. Probably sometime this week. I've got primer and everything, I just haven't gotten around to it. Some other stuff that I built lately. We had the GM, the Jim. This guy I specifically got because he comes with 3 different GM heads, and I wanted to use one of those for this Spider GM. But like this kit rules also. I did some stuff on this that I hadn't tried before, which is I used like a little panel line scriber to kind of deepen a lot of these marks that I'm vaguely gesturing at with my cursor here. I think that's visible on the stream. So there's some lines and stuff that pop a little better after I panel line them because of that, rather than it just kind of drifting off. And then you can see there are some mistakes. I don't know how visible that is on stream, but there's like a little... Yeah, there's like a little scratch line there, which is a shame, but, you know, mistakes happen. If I was being, like, super thorough in painting the kit and everything, I'd just fill it in with some putty and, you know, keep the lines that I wanted, but I really like the Jim. Its posability is top-notch. You can kind of see it here, but its like chest like folds out and forwards, which lets you do some really good dynamic poses. And it just looks good overall. It's just so nice. With all of these guys, I did a little trick that I like to use a lot, where you've got these clear visors, right? So behind them, you just kind of coat it in like a silver paint, like a really reflective metallic chromey silver paint, and that makes it kind of pop when the visor's on top of it. Highly recommend doing that. But this is my mass-produced team. These dudes... Oop, that's not the right thing to grab. There we go. Slide that over a little. This guy is a little customized. It's a little hard to see. You can kind of almost see the missile pod there, but this guy's got a backpack that's supposed to hold like one weapon, right? So I modded him to have his little chest gun, the usual shoulder cannon, a secondary shoulder cannon, which I stole from the Origin RX-78, and then his missile pod, which comes with this guy, but it's supposed to be like, you get this or the missile pod, and I gave him both and an extra gun, so that was fun. This guy's pretty much just as is, but he's good. I need to go in and repaint these. Oh, this should be later. We'll come back to that. Nobel Gundam! I love her so much. Just one of the cutest Gundams, for sure. I did more of the, like, scribing panel line thing. It's a little messier on this one. You can kind of see around there, too. But it really works, especially on, like, the bow, for just adding a little extra depth to those panel lines. Yeah, you can see I totally fucked up this entire side of the helmet with it. But it's fine. She comes with this beam ribbon, which is awesome for, like, posing. Just wraps around stuff. You can have it just, like, spiral around her on the stand. It's so cool. Highly recommend the Nobel. This was me playing around with some kit bash ideas. There's no modifications that have been made to this. There's just some blue tack keeping a lot of, like, the hip stuff together and the bit on the head. I decided to not go forth with, like properly making this into a full kit. Or full kit bash, rather. Yeah, you can see there. This is all the parts that actually just fit together as is. No modification, no blue tack, nothing. So these Mobile Doll May and the Gundam Titus were more compatible than I expected, which was cool. Although I did have to use, like, a junk piece in here to kind of adapt bits together. And I built some SDs. This is the, what was this guy? The SDGG Zaku. Like a 2001 kit. Really good, though. It's got this cool, like, internal head thing, where that top plate pops off and you got these internals. The eyes articulated, obviously. The gemstone sticker, that's just a sticker I had. It came with, like, a flat, like, not even metallic sticker for the eye, and I was like, nope. No, I'm fixing that. I put the little gemstone on it. And I think that looks pretty good. I used that trick on a couple other Zakus. This guy is great. The stickers, I'd say, are the only exception, and they're not that bad as far as, like, old stickers go. They're not that bad because they look like they're some sort of, like, emblem thing, right? So you could probably make that work a little better than I did. This was a 2-pack of the SD cross silhouettes of Char's Zaku and the RX-78-2, and these guys are fantastic. Just top to bottom, awesome. The eye thing here is... it's basically an unofficial way of doing the silver underneath the visor trick that I mentioned. It has a, like, almost mirror reflective silver sticker that the kit includes, that you put in the little eye socket, and then a clear eye part that just pops in on top of it, and boom. I did do the silver trick underneath the Heat Hawk's blade, though, because it's a clear part that goes on there. But the rest of this is, like, it's pretty good. Minimal stickers, really good color separation, fantastic posability. I temporarily lost Char's command horn somewhere in making this pose. I found it later. It's not still lost, but it was... I didn't notice it when I took the picture. We got the kick. Both these guys doing their thing. It's very good. And this, which is my favorite picture. a little hard to see with... Yeah, the feet posing is important. Posing! Posing is important! See? Yeah. But I love these two. They're great. If you want to try out like a cross silhouette, like SD kit, absolutely pick up this 2-pack. Because for one, it comes with 2 of them. But it also comes with 2 cross silhouette frames. It doesn't include the little SD frames if you want the little squat dudes, but if you want these lankier, more posable ones, it includes those cross silhouette frames in the box. You don't have to buy them separately on this one. It's great. And so this is the big kit bash I've been working on lately. It is the God Gundam and the Barbados Lupus Rex. So this was the before, right? This is just once I had pieced it all together, forced all the bits with the glue and stuff. And then this is after. This I only finished recently, this paint job. And oh boy, did not quite go as planned in a lot of ways. The blue's a lot darker than I wanted it to be. I should have tested the blue out on something else before painting it, but I think it actually kind of works with the gold. There's some details that I need to paint in, like these bits here and the other side of this cap. There's some bits that weren't finished, but I was like, oh my god, I have to be done with this and move on. So, what fitting music for this thing. So I named this the Barbados Deus Rex, which obviously means God King, but also is just, you know, it's a machine. Deus Ex Machina, Deus Rex Machina. Get it? Do you get it? You get the joke? It's funny. But I'm super proud of this. I got some red in here to mimic the color separation on the God Gundam, obviously the shoulders and everything. This hand glows with an awesome power, you know, cries out to defeat you and all that. But I added some red to the back of the feet just because I thought that looked better. On the original, I think this is just white on the normal Barbados. The hip flaps here are like a fusion of the two's different ones. We added some blue on the sides. And this backpack is like... I'll get to that in a sec. The cameras I added on the head from the God Gundam, slapped him right on there. This guy had a lot of modifications done to him. A lot, but it was really fun. I'm looking forward to doing another kit bash. But as for that backpack, so I kept its functionality like almost completely intact, right? These open up just like you saw for like the super mode stuff. This is detachable. It comes off. It can just operate as its own fighter. These bits here articulate right at around this spot. There's like a peg they're on so they can swivel around. This bit here that the tail's on can swing up and down, and the whole can still handle the wire if you want to have the articulated attack tail coming out. I'm really proud of how much articulation I was able to keep in this kit bash. Maybe that's a little silly, but it makes me feel good. There is one other thing that I'd like to show that I didn't grab ahead of time, which was the other kit bash I did. I have to scroll through my history here. Oh, wait. Cat. Here's a cat. That's really important. Her name's Sapphire. I love her very much. She doesn't live at my house. She lives at my mom's house. She's an apex predator. I've taught her well. See, that's perfect. And there's Ruby just walking past like nothing's going on. Oh yeah, she takes a little rest, you know. Kitty. Yeah, see? Sapphire and Ruby, they're both cute! Anyway. Oh yeah, we got some of my SD dudes. I'm gonna have to go back a little ways to find what I'm looking for here. To see all of this garbage. Okay, so this was my first kit bash. Let me get this open. This was a combination of the Kotobukiya Mega Man and Roll Model kits. We got Mega Roll, and I made a lot of mistakes on this. This was before the the Deus Ex. Obviously, you can see some real rough stuff going on with the paint here. Yeah. I know how to avoid those in the future, but I'm really happy with how the candy coat on the red turned out. It's got such a great sheen, even though it's a little messed up. And we got the face kind of matted, and it just looks good. I like it. I like to make things. Oh yeah, there's my Psycho Gundam and my Mark IIs. 2 of my Mark IIs, of which I have 4. I have 4 Mark IIs. You're not seeing the Master Grade, and you're not seeing the little converged Titans. I've got a Titans version of that guy. I love the Mark II! Ah!